Hello. I want to do some compiler stuff, but I am also very hungry. But I'm going to, oh, we've got to, I'm going to start some tests and try to get some food. I don't have that much easy food. Actually, yes, I do. It's just not that's like satisfying. You know, sometimes I find a new snack and I get really into it, and then it becomes unappetizing after a relatively after like a week of me eating too much of it. Um, so turn this on. Note check in, and then I'm going to go to here. Um, okay, so let's build. Ryan says he fixed the problemo, so we should be able to try this on. Snack refractory period. I don't know if that's it because I might not. Okay, so when I was in high school, my family is basically white trash, but living in middle class California, and we there were these bagel dogs that we discovered at the store one day that was like, frozen. It's like frozen hot dog hot pockets basically, but with like seeds in the bun or whatever. And it became the favorite snack, right? And then one day I ate like 7 bagel dogs and I got really sick, and I have never eaten another bagel dog since then. It's like what happens when people get drunk off like certain alcohol, they never want to touch it again. I should try a bagel dog if I could find one. Let me see. Can I, if I go on like Amazon, will it send me to Amazon Fresh? How do I? No, okay, don't advertise your own thing. Bagel dog. Bagel bites. No, they were not. These were like full size. These were these were big. Okay, we got it. We got to search the broader internet. Except Google search is no good anymore. Oh yeah, no, this is what we're talking about. Except they were bigger. Yeah, they were like this, like kind of like that, but different. I think they were fully enclosed. Anyway, I got sick off them. Bagel dog stream, dude. How do people eat that crap? That was one of the more healthy things that I ate when I was a kid, which is why I was fucking sick all the time and had acne like hell. Dude, there was one time when I ate like a third of a vat of Crisco oil because it was delicious. I like mixed it with cinnamon and sugar. No wonder, no wonder I didn't do very well. Uh, I wonder how much smarter I would be now if I didn't kill all those fucking brain cells. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I would be smart enough to buy into all the propaganda about Haskell. Guys, so based on, I asked this category theory question yesterday, and then, I did this tweet where I articulated sort of the difference between, do you guys have game sound? No, good. I articulated the difference between math category theory and like programming category theory and how people pretend they're the same, but they're not. So I did more reading about the Haskell monad thing because it doesn't make any sense to me. And like, I did enough thinking through it to understand why they do the monad thing. It's actually pretty obvious. If you don't try to learn it the way that they teach it, if you just apply your knowledge of like programming, um, almost no Haskell enthusiast on the internet actually understands why monads in the language are the way they are. Like literally almost nobody. Because it's like not ever what they say it is. I mean, everybody knows like the form of the monad, like it has these operations and stuff, but like the reason why, like the idea that it lets you do things in sequence is wrong. Um, the idea that it magically hides side effects is wrong. And like there's all these explanations on the internet about what has monads in Haskell do, and they're like almost all wrong. There's like only a couple by anyone who has a clue. It's like really. You refuse to get a social media. Oh yeah, Twitter's not readable anymore, huh? A monad is like a burrito. Why do I think some people like the category theory stuff so much? I mean, here's the thing. It's not any different than all these other groups in programming, right? Like, why did people like object-oriented programming so much? Like, some people are so into like how object-oriented programming is perfect and is going to solve fucking everything, and you're an idiot if you don't do it, right? Why do the modern C++ people tell you that if you don't use whatever fucky fuck STD thing today, that you're a bad programmer and an idiot, right? It's the same thing. Why is Twitter not readable? Because Elon decided that he wanted to pump people getting accounts. Well, I think it was really like people were scraping data and it was killing the servers because like everybody's trying to start their shitty AI company right now, right? Apparently, you're also an idiot now if you don't use AI to. Oh, I heard that one. I heard that one. They want to add SIMD to STD. Dude, they don't. Yeah, it won't be good. Whatever they add won't be good. Okay, I'm gonna try this snack again. I got these. I don't know good Italian, but bresaolas or something. Maybe that's Brazilian. I don't know. Air dried beefs that cost 100 times as much as it should because it's in a small plastic package from Whole Foods. And I was like, this is so delicious. And then I got sick of it. So I'm going to try some again. It is pretty good. I guess I'm not totally sick of it. Oh, damn it, dude. We had the same problem yesterday. So this is, I believe, with the bytecode inliner turned on, which is great news. Inlining in this language was, or rather, user level exact control over inlining was one of these things that was in the language spec, and as much as there is a spec, forever. And we just didn't have it on for whatever reason, and now we do. So yeah. Guys, this game is going to be so cool when it's done. It's going to be nutballs. I will never make a game this big again, maybe. Okay. We're doing okay. We can turn on bytecode inlining probably, but we're going to let people, we're going to leave it defaulted to off for one more beta while we let people try it out. And then we'll turn it on for everybody once it works. Okay. Let's revert this and wait. Maybe that didn't fucking... What? Did I not... Didn't I set this to true? Guys, what the fuck is going on right now? Didn't you see me set this to true? Is this one of these things where the combo of Emacs and Visual Studio has conspired to just fucking eat my changes? Didn't I do this? Literally that? Well, god damn it, I've got to do it again. Maybe I only did this one, but I thought I did both. We'll do the compiler tests only this time. Sokoban was originally going to be a somewhat small game. It is true. But you know, when I see that things can be good, I just go for it. It's my personality flaw, but it's also why we make good games. Completion time 14 months. Purpose multi-market, multi-vendor e-commerce. I don't care about business stuff. So you're asking the wrong guy. You're asking the wrong guy. If you like that kind of project and it's like what you aspire to do in life, then why would you even ask if it was a waste of time? Like if that's what gets you up in the morning is multi-platform, multi-vendor e-commerce websites, then cool. All right, so this does appear to work. I'm already kind of tired. Did I mention I went shooting again today, 2 days in a row? Maybe I'll even go tomorrow. I'm putting the targets out at 50 feet and just drilling holes in them, dude. It's great. It's very weird. Like, I actually thought it was a lot harder to aim pistols than it actually is. I mean, I also just have over the top cheat mode pistols, right? But like, the conventional wisdom is like, oh my God, you would be lucky to hit someone who's 12 feet away. That's totally not true. It's totally not true. Dude, I can just drill holes in stuff 50 feet away. But, you know, that's under calm conditions. You know, non-moving target. I'm not freaking out about what's happening and stuff, right? So it's a little different. But still, it's like there's all these like, I don't know, maybe it's like left-wing propagated ideas about these things. For jumping through, do you have different collision layers and then just add the layer of the background when they start falling? No, there's just a flag on the rectangle. There's just a flag that says can you go up through this? And if you're going up, you just don't test against that. You don't need layers. Do I hunt? No, I'm not big on hunting. Is Colorado less restrictive with weapons? Yes, it is much less restrictive. However, you cannot officially buy a magazine that has more than 15 rounds here, which sucks. Um, but that's sort of the main problem. It's other than that, it's way, way, way less restricted than California. In real life, there's a lot of other things going on. Oh, I know. Yeah, it is certainly a lot easier to plink at targets on a range than it is to like do anything in a tense dramatic situation. But I'm just saying, the idea I picked up growing up in California was that like, oh, it's so hard to aim these things. It's not that hard. That's all I'm saying. The basic aiming is not that hard. But it also helps if you have an SRO on a very expensive pistol. I'll put it that way. How many rounds do I want? 27 in a pistol, 60 in a rifle. Do you aim with one hand or both? I mean, for fun, you could practice aiming with one hand, but typically, if you're trying to shoot well, you use both hands in very particular ways. Could you get 27 in a different state? So I'm not actually sure what I've asked several like gun store people what the actual law is, and they all say some combination of if you already have the magazine, don't worry about it, or maybe even if you go out of state and buy one, it's fine. I don't know. But all my magazine, like it's, I don't actually understand what is technically legal here, and a lot of people don't, and kind of nobody cares, right? You once was at a police training thing where they showed that someone with a knife at 15 feet has the advantage over someone with a pistol. Yeah, there is some range like that where, because it takes time to draw, and okay, the problem with that theory, however, like if the person with the pistol is just standing there, right, and the other dude's within 15 feet, yeah, by the time you draw and aim, like that probably takes. I mean, it depends. It depends on how much you practice and stuff. But let's say 1 point something seconds, and then your target's moving, right? Um, so he's harder to hit by a lot. Um, but the thing is, you're not just going to stand there. If someone's coming at you, you go backwards, right? And it might seem weird to like go backwards while aiming forward, but anyone who's done martial arts like knows how to do this, right? So that kind of makes it stupid to rush a dude with a knife, right? As long as you know that you could just go backwards. Um, Now that said, going backwards is going to make it even harder to aim, but I think it gives you enough time to do things. Let me put it this way: if I have a knife and I'm 15 feet away from a dude with a gun, I'm going to try to defuse the situation and or get the fuck out of there. I'm not going to charge the dude with a gun with a knife from 15 feet away. That is not the choice that I would make. Go to a gun show. Everybody thinks that there are gun show loopholes. There aren't really. There are, gun shows are going to card you and do a background check. All right. That's like left-wing fake news that there's no background checks at gun shows. Free tickets to the gun show. Cherry vanilla ice cream. Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely a significant chance the knife can win. Like, no doubt. 15 feet is not that far away. But, I mean, it's also not very hard to shoot something 15 feet away. It's 15 feet is pretty close. But like all these, on the internet, they have all these like how to disarm a dude with a gun techniques, right? Where like the guy is standing there and you like, hiya, and you do some shit. And it's like all the dude has to is slide backwards and you're dead, right? All he has to do is see you like, oh, you're going to hammer fist his wrist, right? And again, anyone who's done martial arts knows how to slide backwards. And so all that shit is stupid. Just like, do we have an exciting lineup of amazing games for tomorrow night? Well, I assume we have to play the Minecraft soldiers again. Um, and we have to play SCP. But aside from that, I don't know. It's shooter day. Yeah, Microsoft does not seem actually to be very good at capitalizing on Minecraft because like you know how Disney milked Star Wars into the ground? They could have done that with Minecraft. And like they sort of did, but they didn't really, right? Guys, this flavor of ice cream is so good. HoloLens Minecraft. I forgot about that one. Okay. I have an annoying number of bug reports. So I'm going to try and get one or two more of them. And then we'll deliver value to the people, although probably not tonight on stream. Um, Let me see. I want easy bugs. I want easy bugs. Putting a must on an enum. What the hell? All right, this is an easy bug. This is just like the parser doing something stupid when it sees an unknown directive. We can do that. We can do that. Okay, here's the bug. Boom. Boom. No. No. I really need to hire someone to do these. I just don't have enough money right now. But like this is at this point, like this bug, it doesn't really need to be me who fixes this. It's just there's nobody else to do it right now. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's just infinite looping. And all right. Eat possible directive. Yeah, like we just fucking. Like, obviously, that's an infinite loop right there. Oops. Why we ain't breaking? Why did I not type break here? Break. Ta-da. It's sort of bad form to have two error messages. So I should just, well, oh, we already did. Unknown directive. All right, so we're gonna, fuck. I need to get rid of that breakpoint. It's annoying now. Unknown directive, break. Oh, it's parse block. Let's just do this. All right, there we go. Ta-da! Payment error? They played an Oppenheimer. What are you doing here? What are you doing on Twitch.tv? What is the deal with that? What am I corrupting you in this way where I'm causing you to do distracting things like Discord and Twitch.tv? All right. There's no real reason to test this, but we're gonna because we're responsible people. Oh, okay. I didn't know this, but here we go. With the Archies as background audio. You know, I should try that. I still have to get my plane tickets, but I swear I will do it hopefully tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to tell this beta user his bug is fixed. This is fixed in the next beta. Thanks for the report. Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. Read entire file, log errors parameter only applies to the file open operation. Oh, actually, before we even do that, let's tell the people that this bug was fixed. Fixed an infinite loop in the parser when an unknown directive is used in an enum declaration. Okay. Cool, cool. Test passed. Take the W. What's going on there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so interesting that I had a comment there in read entire files. Read entire file. Read entire file. He is saying that we do not. Wait, is it not read entire file? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. File, read entire file, log it. What is happening? That's what I thought. Read entire file. Okay. Right. So, yeah, we only log when we open, which is bad. It's not very useful. We need to also log when we read. I mean, yeah, I guess here's the thing. We could just log if this returns false. And that covers it for all platforms. But the problem is you would rather return more information. Although we do have like a get last error situation. We could try using that. I think it's in system. Oh, I must have moved it. Or is it code and exit code? Guys, I don't remember. What is the thing? Is it in process? It's in process. No, it's not. Get error. No. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place, guys. Duh. Get error value in string. That's what I was looking for. It's in system. Get error value in string. I could just call this. And this has a per OS implementation, and we could just log right here. That would be the simplest code, and I'm tempted to do that. The thing is, that means we're importing system from file. It's an additional dependency. It's 500 lines. Do I like that? The alternative is file has to have its own error reporting. Okay. That was me getting the last of the ice cream. All right, so read entire file is, let's just try it. If someone complains, we'll think about changing it. Get error. Get error value in string code. If no, log errors. If log errors and no success, then we say code s or get error value and string log unable to, let's just say read failed. Read of. See, the thing is, if we actually were to put this reporting way down, we could say stuff like how far into the file. There would be more information, right? That said, because computers are such a failure, you almost never get that kind of information. In fact, you're lucky to get a message that says read failed. Um, Name code S. But I don't know, maybe that's a better thing to do. We also could indicate which call failed, because there's several ways that it could fail, right? So I'm kind of doubting. My nose got stuffy from the ice cream. I don't know what's even going on. See, like, get file size X could fail. You know, ftel could fail. We could fail to allocate memory. fseek could fail. Read file could fail. Like, the thing is, do we actually want to log those different things? And here there's a tension. A space tension, which is do we want to mark up all the code that much? Or is it enough just to log this? And if you want to debug your program, you step into it or whatever. Because like a user doesn't necessarily care if it's because fseek failed, right? I don't know. Log based on the log settings in context. That's a thing. So one of the secret features that we're going to do that I think we mentioned yesterday um, would make it easier to do that stuff. The only issue I think is the following. I think by default, you want your application to log, but you don't necessarily want everybody's module to log. Like if I log something in my game, like I just want that to go into the log, but like I don't I don't want everyone to spam the log, right? And so if there's a context value that says log currently, right, or whatever, true or false, like I would have to be setting it to false all the time when I'm calling into modules. And that's not really good. So I'm not sure where to do that such that that makes sense. How reproducible will such errors be? Oh, probably very unreproducible. Like failing at most of these points means your file size got corrupted, or like, someone yanked out the USB while you were trying to read it, or like you're out of memory, which good luck if you can even log an error when you're out of memory. Like you might be able to log an error when you're out of memory. Maybe. That's one of the things that always pissed me off about all the C++ exception handling stuff is all the people pretending that they were handling running out of memory. It's like, bro, you wouldn't know the first thing about operating in a fixed memory footprint, which is what you have to do if you're going to handle running out of memory. Like your exception handler calls a million mallocs and you think you're handling running out of memory. It's ludicrous. You hate that there's even an fseek. I know. Dude, it's like everybody's using all this 1970s stuff, right? It's kind of nuts. Like that the seek position is just an annoying piece of state that should not be there. It only causes bugs and makes your life harder, right? It's silly. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're just gonna do this here, and I'm just gonna do this to make sure I didn't break something because we don't really have a test for this. Modules file, read entire file now logs. Um, if a read fails after the initial open. Now respects okay. This is enough value to give to the people. Any idea how it came to be that Clang is built using Python and CMake and Make Ninja and Bash? Oh yeah. I mean, are you sure that's all that's required to build it? I'm surprised actually that you didn't list more things. No, there is. What's the oh, there's some domain specific language. For some stupid reason, I don't remember what it's called. Table gen, yeah, something like that. I don't think it was called table gen, but it was something like that. It was for generating, you know, some arrays that should just have been in the source code, right? And it was like literally a little programming language for doing this. All right. Oh God. Oh yeah. Okay. I did this for a reason. Good thing we ran the tests. Let's run them again. Wait, does make run Guile now? Are you serious? Like you can just start doing some open parens and do some Guile stuff? You thought it was built in. Well, great. Chrome compilation time 38 minutes. Yeah. Yep. 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 All right, this feels like it's working. See, that's two values that we have done today. They're simple values, but that's great. Okay, let's see if we can get a third value. Mm-mm. Forgot to tell this guy that his bug was fixed. Um, don't want to do that one right now. Let me look at this one. This one might be an easy clap. I just want to see if this also does the same error. Oh, return 0. Yeah. Okay. Could not find an explanation why this is not constant. It's because it should be constant. All right, so maybe const expr cast. Get cast const expr result. Okay, I think we should return constant here, but let's validate that. Um, const expr, what line? 121. Okay. The line is line 2. Eval to literal or constant. Yeah, it's a procedure. Load info index should be 2. Yep. Cool. Cool. Oh. Yeah, we just don't handle this. Oh. Right. I remember why we don't handle this. It's kind of stupid, but we don't have a representation for this. Like the type of a procedure is like encoded in the procedure itself. Like, okay, how do I say this? So we have a syntax tree, right? If you imagine some non-constant cast, like you're just casting a variable, we have a node that says cast. There's a field on the node that says here's the target type. And then there's another, you know, arc or whatever you call it. That's like, here's the source expression that we are casting. Now, when we see that cast, we automatically don't consider it to be constant. Because in all existing cases where we can cast something to something else constantly, we just give you the new thing. So if you have like a int literal and you cast it to a float, we just make a float literal, right? And so the compiler doesn't have any such idea about a cast. Now that said, after that I added an exception called shallow cast on array literal that actually is also, it's not actually considered constant here, but it's considered constant in many specific contexts. And I've been wondering about that. But this is another thing where in order to cast this, we would like have to copy the function. There's like literally no way. There's no such thing as a function pointer. And there's like no way to say it's this function over here, but with a different, we're pretending it has a different type. So this is like a longer term issue. This is not a trivial thing to do tonight. So I can reply to this person and just say, unfortunately, this is just not constant for the time being. Am I concerned about having to maintain a C++ code base for the compiler moving forward after the release? Why does it matter? Why is that more bad than maintaining a non-C++ code base? All right, I'm going to go into high security mode and I'm just going to explain. I forgot this detail. I would like to fix this at some time, but I don't know exactly what's the right way to do it. Unfortunately, it's just not easy to fix this right now. It's a longer term issue. The compiler genuinely does not consider this to be constant because the way stuff is represented makes it pretty hard to have it be constant. That said, see, we could cast it to a pointer literal, but you can't like call a pointer literal. I don't think that would work. Yeah. So I'm just going to file it under long term. I have a long term issues folder. Okay. I'm getting pretty tired, so I think it's bedtime for me, but this is a repro that I'd wanted to get to, and it looks really bad. This looks very, very bad. Like, what the hell? What the hell? This, okay, we can't ship a new beta till we fix this one, and yeah. So something is going on here. Oh, it's value placement. Oh, dude. There's an optimization in the bytecode generator. And I improved this optimization. Um, where we're avoiding copies of things. And in this particular case, when we assign to a struct or array, I think we're using the same placement. Problem is that's a Janene if you use values from the own thing. And so we can only do that for declaration, not assignment, because I don't know that there's any real way. Like you would have to know that any expression in here is not like alias to a struct member somehow, which maybe there's a way to do. But for now, I think I have to turn it off, which kind of sucks. Okay, however, I'm not going to do that right now because I am tired. And I want to just make sure this gets my full untired attention. So we're going to do this one next. But yeah, this is clearly, well, not clearly. I'm pretty sure this is due to value placement because I did do some changes to that last beta. Why not leave it for declarations only? Well, I mean, the problem is, I mean, I can clearly leave it for declarations only. I mean, the issue is just most of the time you're not doing this. So we generate extra copies and then need them to get elided, right? I mean, one thing we could do is only respect the placement. Like, if everything in here is a constant, then we know that it's okay. And if anything is not constant, we have to do a copy. I don't love that. I don't love that. It means there's going to be extra copies. Although, I guess a lot of the time when people use these, they're just declaring something new, right? Hey, dude, are you done with camp? Did you like kick some dudes' asses? It's got to be really tiring. I mean, dude, when I was doing Kung Fu seriously, we would do like 4 hours of serious training, and I was super tired at the end of that. So, like, going to like a full time thing has got to be gnarly. Oh, nice, dude. Congrats. Congrats. Want to just take a quick peek at the code? No, I'm really tired. I know what the problem is. It makes me sad. Like, it makes me sad anytime we have to take out optimizations, but like at the same time, it's not that surprising. you know? It's fine. I just kind of wonder if there are other cases that might affect this. I don't know. Anyway, I will hope to fix this sometime tomorrow and then deliver value to the people at the end of tomorrow, probably. And add new people to the beta and all that good stuff. Wouldn't want to step onto the mat against either of them. I mean, Elon, I don't know. I kind of feel like I would be fine against Elon. I mean, he's big, but I don't know that he has much training. Zuckerberg, I probably wouldn't want to fight. But I could be wrong about that. Elon could have a bunch of secret training that I don't know about. It's probably twice your size. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, I don't know what they teach y'all in jujitsu, but we trained a lot of, I mean, we obviously don't actually do it, but like, we train over and over again, poking dudes in the eyes and kicking them in the nuts. Oh, I guess that none of that would be legal in tournament rules. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's a big dude. But I mean, big doesn't help that much. Big and in really good shape at the same time helps. But like just being big, if you don't know how to fight, it just, if you like throw a big dude and he doesn't know how to deal with it, he's just hurt, you know? Yeah. I mean, obviously, all things being equal, being bigger is an advantage, right? So if the big person has training, then of course. But I'm just saying, if the big person doesn't have training, I don't think it helps that much. Can be gassed out easily. Yeah, but there's also another thing where, like, with throws and stuff, it's like they're suffering from their own body weight in a sense when they hit the ground. And then also there's a thing where bigger people just tend to be less all else being equal, bigger people move slower and are less uh and I guess what I'm trying to say, this is something that I've noticed from dance all the time, right? Like bigger people, because nobody ever moves them forcibly, and because they're bigger than other people, right? They kind of don't know how to deal with it when that happens to them, right? Again, if they don't have training, right? Whereas a smaller person, like even simple stuff, like you pick up a bigger person for a second and you set them back down, they probably don't re-engage their legs correctly and they noodle. Why? Because they've probably literally never been picked up since they were like a preteen. Um, and so they just don't even know how to do that, right? I've made that mistake a couple times. I uh, I did a shoulder lift on a relatively well-known games industry person, and then I put him back down, and he noodle legged and fell, and I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't realize that was going to happen. Yeah, they're usually much less flexible. Yeah, I'm not that flexible either. I don't, I should stretch a lot more than I do, but I don't. All right, everybody. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out at the super tired, fix a couple bugs, and mostly talk about unrelated things stream. For those of you in the beta, yeah, I estimate we'll put out the next build tomorrow night, maybe. There's some really good fixes in this one. It's just this one right here is really important. So I don't want to go out without it being fixed. And I just don't want to fix it tonight. Thanks, everybody. See you later.